Public corporations, advantages and disadvantages. Welcome back. In today's lesson, we will explore public corporations, which are a key component of the public sector. Public corporations, sometimes called state-owned enterprises, are businesses or organizations owned and operated by the government. These corporations play a significant role in providing essential services and managing critical industries. By the end of this video, you will understand the advantages and disadvantages of public corporations, with examples from Pakistan to illustrate their real-world impact. What is a public corporation? A public corporation is a business entity that is owned and controlled by the government. These corporations are usually established to manage essential services that are too important to be left to the private sector, or where the market may fail to provide a good or service efficiently. Public corporations often operate in industries like healthcare, transportation, utilities, and defense. Example from Pakistan. A prominent example of a public corporation in Pakistan is Pakistan Railways, which is owned and operated by the government. Pakistan Railways provides train services for both passengers and freight across the country, ensuring affordable transportation for millions of people, even if it operates at a loss. Key point: public corporations are owned by the government and provide essential services that are crucial for the public welfare, often focusing on the public good rather than profit. Advantages of public corporations. Public corporations offer several advantages that make them important in both developing and developed economies. Let's look at the key benefits. 1. Social objectives and public welfare. Public corporations are not primarily focused on generating profits. Instead, they aim to meet social objectives and improve the welfare of the public. This means they often provide goods and services that are essential for the population, but may not be profitable for private companies to offer. Example from Pakistan. National Electric Power Regulatory Authority, (NEPRA), oversees the regulation of the electricity supply in Pakistan, ensuring that electricity is available to even the most remote areas. While private companies may not find it profitable to extend power lines to rural villages, NEPRA ensures that these areas receive electricity, helping improve living standards. Key point: public corporations serve the public interest by providing essential services, even in areas where private companies may not find it profitable to operate. 2. Stability and continuity. Public corporations provide stable and continuous services regardless of market conditions. Unlike private companies, which may close down or reduce services during economic downturns, public corporations are often funded by the government and can continue operating even in challenging economic environments. Example from Pakistan. Pakistan International Airlines, PIA, despite financial difficulties over the years, continues to operate and provide air travel services due to government support. Even though it faces competition from private airlines, PIA remains a crucial provider of affordable air travel for domestic and international routes. Key point: public corporations ensure that essential services remain available to the public, even during economic crises or market fluctuations. 3. Government support and subsidies. Public corporations often receive financial support from the government in the form of subsidies or funding. This enables them to provide services at a lower cost to consumers, making essential goods and services more affordable. Example from Pakistan. Pakistan Steel Mills, a state-owned corporation, receives subsidies from the government to continue its operations. This allows the company to provide steel at lower prices, benefiting the construction industry and supporting infrastructure development in Pakistan. Key point: government funding and subsidies allow public corporations to offer essential services at prices that are more affordable for the general public. 4. Job creation and social benefits. Public corporations are significant employers, providing stable employment opportunities, particularly in sectors that are vital for the economy. These corporations often offer jobs with better security and benefits than private companies. Example from Pakistan. WAPDA, Water and Power Development Authority, a major public corporation, employs thousands of workers across Pakistan. It not only provides electricity and water management services, but also contributes to social welfare by offering jobs with good benefits and long-term employment security. Key point: public corporations create stable jobs and contribute to social welfare by offering employment in essential industries like energy and transportation. 5. Addressing market failure. One of the primary reasons for establishing public corporations is to address market failure, situations where the private market does not provide goods or services efficiently or fairly. Public corporations step in to ensure that these services are available to everyone, regardless of their profitability. Example from Pakistan. The Pakistan Post is a public corporation that provides postal services across the country. Even though private courier services like TCS and DHL operate in urban areas, Pakistan Post ensures that mail reaches even the most remote regions, addressing market failure in areas that are not profitable for private companies. Key point: public corporations help address market failures by providing essential services to underserved areas or industries that private businesses may neglect. Disadvantages of public corporations. While public corporations offer several benefits, they also face significant challenges. Let's explore some of the disadvantages associated with these entities. 1. Inefficiency and lack of profit motivation. Because public corporations are not driven by profit, they may lack the efficiency and innovation found in private companies. Without the pressure to be profitable, public corporations may become bureaucratic and inefficient, leading to higher costs and lower productivity. Example from Pakistan. Pakistan Railways has faced criticism for its inefficiency, with issues such as poor service, outdated infrastructure, and financial losses. As a public corporation, it lacks the profit motivation that might drive innovation and improvement in the private sector. Key point: public corporations can become inefficient due to a lack of profit motivation and the absence of competitive pressures. 2. Political interference. Public corporations are often subject to political interference, which can negatively impact their decision-making processes. Governments may make decisions based on political considerations rather than economic efficiency, leading to mismanagement or poor allocation of resources. Example from Pakistan. PEA has frequently been criticized for political interference in its operations, such as the appointment of executives based on political connections rather than merit. This has contributed to the airline's financial struggles and operational inefficiencies. Key point: political interference can undermine the efficiency and effectiveness of public corporations, leading to poor management and decision-making. 3. Dependence on government funding. Public corporations often rely heavily on government funding to cover their costs. This dependence can be problematic, especially if the government faces budget constraints or if subsidies are reduced. Public corporations may struggle to remain operational without consistent government support. Example from Pakistan. Pakistan's steel mills has experienced ongoing financial difficulties, with the government having to provide repeated financial bailouts to keep the corporation afloat. Without these subsidies, the company would likely face closure, leading to a loss of jobs and disruption to the steel supply chain. Key point: public corporations' dependence on government funding makes them vulnerable to budget cuts and financial instability. 4. Lack of competition. Because public corporations often operate in monopolistic or highly regulated industries, they may not face the same level of competition as private sector companies. This can result in a lack of incentive to improve services, reduce costs, or innovate. Example from Pakistan. WAPDA operates as a monopoly in many areas of the country's power supply. Without significant competition, there may be less pressure on WAPDA to improve efficiency or service quality compared to a private company operating in a competitive market. Key point: the lack of competition in many public corporations can lead to stagnation and a failure to innovate or improve services. 5. Burden on taxpayers. Since public corporations are funded by the government, their financial losses or inefficiencies can become a burden on taxpayers. If a public corporation operates at a loss, the government must use taxpayer money to keep it running, which can divert funds from other essential services. Example from Pakistan. Pakistan Railways and PIA have both been heavily subsidized by the government, using taxpayer funds to cover their financial losses. This has sparked public debates about whether it is fair to use taxpayer money to support inefficient state-owned enterprises. Key point: public corporations that operate at a loss can place a significant financial burden on taxpayers, leading to debates about their sustainability. Conclusion and key insights. In conclusion, public corporations play an essential role in providing critical services and addressing market failures, especially in sectors like energy, transportation, and infrastructure. 1. The advantages include focusing on social welfare, providing stable services, offering affordable goods, creating jobs, and addressing market failure. 2. However, the disadvantages include inefficiency, political interference, dependence on government funding, lack of competition, and placing a burden on taxpayers. Understanding the role of public corporations in the economy is crucial for making informed decisions about their future and ensuring that they remain effective in meeting public needs. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more valuable insights and tutorials on O and A-level business. This video was created by Dr. Sajad Haider, O and A-level business specialist. Stay tuned for more content.